Hi, team. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're going to go ahead and jump into our project overview kickoff meeting to go over our newest project that we'll all be working on as a team, the Salon Director Training Program for Urban Sun. So I am really excited about this project. I think that it's going to be something that the company itself is really going to benefit from. So let's go ahead and jump right into things. The purpose of this project is to create a strong, streamlined, and comprehensive training program for the newly promoted salon directors of Urban Sun. Salon directors are the salon managers. They work the most amount of hours in the salon, so they see the most amount of team members. They have the most amount of impact on the team member experience, and they also see the most amount of clients, meaning they have the most impact on the client experience. The training program will consist of videos, training modules, a training guide and checklist for the salon directors, as well as an exit training. And the goal in this is really just to create strong, confident leaders who are ready to hit the ground running. And you can't really do that if you have inconsistent trainings across all salons. And so what we see right now is that some salons in the region have really, really developed salon directors while other salons do not. And they really, really struggle. And ultimately, we've seen that the stronger that the leader is, the stronger that the salon is. And so everyone wins when the leader gets stronger. And so if we are really able to tap into this training program and really create a strong foundation for these trainees, we're going to see a lot better results as a whole throughout the company. So, the scope of work for this project, what to expect. We're going to be planning, designing, developing, creating, and refining all training materials for this program. We'll be collecting feedback from trainees, trainers, and salon leaders. We'll be piloting this program, so we will be testing it on the floor ourselves. We'll be working and shadowing with the trainers and the trainees, and we'll refine this program based on our findings, based on the feedback that we receive from them, and ultimately rolling this out to the entire company. The what is not included, what is out of our scope for this project is going to be any position that is not within the salon director position, as well as any locations that are not within the Urban Sun realm. So no other franchise, no other position. We are just going to be focusing on salon directors because we found that that's where the true impact is going to be made. Um, what does success look like? We want to make sure that each one of you really know what we're looking for going into this project. So you're able to take this as you're creating your portion of your project of this role. So new salon directors, we want them to be confident. We want them to be able to hit the ground running from day one, not by day 90. We want to reduce the amount of negative client feedback, boost salon sales, and ultimately boost the leader's confidence because we've seen that the more confident that the leader is running the store, the better the results are that we see. We want a 100% training completion rate for all new and existing salon directors. And we want to see a change in salon standings. So, an increase in their Yelp or Google rating to at least 4.5 stars, an increase to their total sales year over year to at least 1% to 10%, hopefully. Some salons are in a deficit right now and they're in the red for sales. They're losing money year over year. And we also want to reduce turnover up at least 15% because that's where the salon and the company as itself is really spending a lot of resources as a whole. Our goals in this project is to standardize onboarding for all salon directors across all salons within the Urban Sun franchise, so from San Diego to Inland Empire, to ensure a consistent experience for our team members and for our clients, and create a one-stop shop. So, I want to create that single comprehensive training guide for our salon director trainees and the supporting modules that are needed for that. Our deliverables, this is quite possibly the most important part of this presentation other than the timeline. So please take notes on this. What we will be creating is the guide for the trainers to follow while training the trainee. We'll be creating the outline for the trainer to follow as well. Training and development trackers for the trainer to fill out anytime that they're working with the trainee. After their shift, they get to write that down to make sure that we have a concise documentation being followed for all people who are being trained. Online training modules for the salon directors to complete on their own, as well as any ongoing support resources like Road to Leaderships, a performance improvement plan, any scripts, podcast links, TED Talk links, books, um, anything like that. Obviously, this is our team. These are the people who make it happen. Thank you so much for being here today. Thank you so much for asking questions, and really for bringing your whole heart into this because it really takes each and every one of you to make this project come to fruition and project really happen. So thank you everyone for being here today. Our project resources and budget. So ultimately, this project is going to be taking up about 390 payroll hours and $3,000 in total for any supplies, materials needed, or modules created. This is the most important part of our training or of our training program, so please stay with me here. Our project timeline is marked by 5 small milestones that we need to achieve within the 85 days that the project is running. So the project has already started. As many of you know, it started on the beginning of this month on the 1st, and it will be running until the 21st of December. So it's about 85 days. Our first deadline is coming up really soon on the 14th with our outline approval. That means that the outline of all training content needs to be completed that day and approved that day by you, Erin. By the 24th, our draft of all content needs to be complete. By the 4th of November, we'll start our pilot launch of the training program. So super exciting where we get to actually try this out on the floor to see what it works like and what it looks like. We'll have a month of that for us to be able to refine it, make any adjustments before we have our company-wide rollout, where we get to really roll this out to the company, and really get to see the effects that it gets to have on our team members, on our clients, on our salon directors, and salon leaders alike. And then lastly, on the 15th, we'll have our first review and adjustments based on our findings from the floor, our insight, and what we've seen from team members giving us feedback and salon directors giving us feedback. This is super important. So if any of you have questions, please take yourself off mute, go ahead, and you can ask me now. Well, awesome. Well, there we have it, Erin. With your approval today, we can launch the first ever streamlined comprehensive salon director training program at Urban Sun. You guys can be able to empower and prepare your next generation of Urban Sun's leaders, which we know that everyone wins when the leader gets stronger. And we can transform the future of your company and leave a lasting legacy. So, are you in? Do we have the okay? We are more than ready to hit the ground running here. Thank you so much for listening, and I am so excited to get your approval.